Whew. Oh, that's bright. There we go. Survival LT. Apple juice. So KY. KY guy. Yeah, KY, mine's not apple juice. Mine is Canadian Club. All right, let's do this. Hold up. Find a guest, got my clipboard. Boom. There we go. No. Apple juice? Feel free to come up, hang out, whatever you want to do. Oh, how y'all making it tonight? Oh, goodness. Nice. Iced tea? No. Canadian Club. Oh, yeah. I probably should be drinking iced tea, but no. I'm drinking up on some Canadian Club. Yeah, Kentucky guy, if you want to come up and I'll kind of explain to you how everything works on here, I can do that too, dude. Faux show. I mean, what's up, Raymond? What's up, brother? Man, I was gonna go fishing tonight, and the freaking wind's blowing like rip. That, and I fished a tournament last night, and it actually it started at the tournament started at 9 and ended at 5, and I got back to where I could go to sleep at about 9. I'm at about 5:30. What's up, Devin? How's it going, man? But yeah, I got back to where I could go to bed at about 9. I'm at 5:30, and I went to sleep at about 6, and I had to get up at 9:30 to go to a benefit for a lady that has cancer. And I come home and I got about an hour of sleep then, so I've had about 4.5 hours of sleep this whole weekend. What's up, baby girl? Baby girl, how are you? Okay, well, guy, if you want to, just go scroll up that link and come in, man. Whew, yeah, so I haven't had much sleep. I was going to go fishing, but that didn't work out for me. Let's see here. Let's see if I can do this. There we go. It's a little better. Yeah, so, yeah, I've had about 4 hours of sleep this weekend. And I don't know. I should have went fishing tonight, though, for real. Should have went fishing. Man, last night was probably the worst night of fishing I've had in a long time. I fished from I actually got to my partner's boat at about 10 o'clock, so I was kind of late for the tournament, but we fished from 10 o'clock to 1:30, and I did not have a bite, period. Nothing. And then I finally started catching fish, and my partner did too. Like I said, tournament went from 9 to 5, and I put the last fish in the boat at 4:15 this morning, and which it was the biggest fish we caught, but I mean it still didn't do us no good. I think it was a 3:46. We weighed in 12:48, and it was terrible. It was awful. Oh. My bad.
I'm finally eating this pizza.
Eat it up. Eat it up. Yeah, shoot. That's the only bad part about it. I get to talking. I don't pay attention to the where it shows guests that come in.
Yeah.
So, man, now I want pizza.
It's good. Pizza's even good cold.
Oh yeah, it doesn't even matter. So
No.
I'll eat. I'll eat straight out of the refrigerator. I don't even care.
Yep.
But yeah, like I was saying, StreamYards, you get 20 hours free a month, and it's very easy to operate and everything. So I mean, just stupid easy. And I don't know if you can tell or not, but I mean that's all they put on it right there is that little mark in the top right hand corner.
Oh yeah, that ain't bad.
Powered by StreamYards. So,
yeah, that ain't bad.
No, and like I said, you could take and like if I want to do that, I can just hit that button and put his up, and you can see. I don't know that I could change screens. I just figured out how I can swap cameras though. Like, let's see here. Let's just do this for instance. And I'm finna start using this a little bit more. You can go into where it says more, because this will be the same setup as your phone. It'll go more, and then it'll say settings. You can go to camera, and they'll say front camera or back camera, and you can swap it to where your back camera showing. So, like if you're in if you've got it in a holder or something, say your kayak, you put it in a ram mount or something like that, you can swap it where you're showing what you're fishing, and then stuff like that. So yeah, I mean it'll work out for sure. It works out real good for that. But then you'll have guests. Let's see. I don't know. But yeah, it works out real good. I'm actually thinking about purchasing the monthly subscription to StreamYards also.
Do they give you any extra like tools or anything?
What do you mean, like just
like if you pay for it, do they give you like extra stuff?
No.
No.
I mean, like as far as what you pay for is you get unlimited streaming. I think you can have up to 10 people instead of having 6 people on the panel. Like right now, I can do 6 people. If you pay for it, you get 10 people. You don't get the little mark, the powered by StreamYards or whatever. And there's a thing or two extra you can do. Well, like it really all depends on your service too. Like how well your service is where you're fishing. Now, if you've got sketchy service, I would definitely use StreamYards because Streamlabs is aggravating. Streamlabs is a pain in the freaking butt.
Well, I'll probably most of the time just use it on my computer here, just sitting up.
But yeah, I mean, like this, I'm not paying a dime for this. So
yeah, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, and like I said, I get 20 hours free a month. Now, the last 2 months, I have come within 15 minutes of using my 20 hours a month. But yeah, I do like it. What's this? How much do you sell them for? Baby girl, what do you mean? How much do I sell? How much do I sell what for? You may be talking about my jigs or whatever, but
yeah,
I don't know. It's one thing I don't know about. I haven't never.
Where did you go, Jeremy?
Wrong button.
You left me to run the show all by myself.
Well, I appreciate that.
I kind of felt like Ricky Bobby, just what do I do with my
I
hands?
don't know what to do with my hands. But yeah. Whew, goodness gracious. Maybe I shouldn't have started streaming. Probably should have just went back to bed.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
But yeah, I worked all day yesterday. I got off and I got home. Yeah, Raymond, I'll quit pushing buttons. But yeah, I got home and sat around here for a little bit, and I tried to take a little nap yesterday, and that didn't work. I got about 15 minutes of a nap in, and my wife called and said she had to work late, so I had to go pick up my kids. And yeah, so I fished all night last night, and I'm give out. Yeah, Survival LT and Baby Girl, I really don't know how much I'm going to sell them for. I'm actually thinking maybe $1 a jig, but I don't know. Because this is not really a money making thing for me. I'm just piddling around with it. So I don't really know. What's up, Carolina Bass Hunter? How are you, man?
What's up, bro?
Actually finna order me a few things to make a few spinnerbaits, so I'm ready to do that. And
now I got a buddy that does jigs, and he uses a lot of deer hair in his.
yeah, I've got whatever deer hair you want, man.
Really?
What you want? I mean, I got plenty of it. You want feathers? I got feathers. What color feathers you want? I've got fake feathers and deer hair, real hair, fake hair. I've even done,
Oh yeah, you used your beard, didn't you?
right there.
Yeah.
So I can do whatever you want, man. But yeah, this here, like these, I made these for a guy. $19.99 plus tax per jig. What's up, Dobson? Yeah, see, that's all bucktail right there.
Yeah.
That's all bucktail. And I've got bucktail everywhere.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure the deer from the hair, or the hair from the deer, is hollow, ain't it?
Supposedly, I don't know that for certain.
Yeah.
But that's where it was. I don't know for certain. So, I mean, it does have a different. It does have a different way of moving and everything once it gets in the water. But that's the difference too. Like you get like this neck hackle. There's my camera. This neck hackle does a little different. Well, crap, I can't find my marabou now. Marabou is a crazy thing.
Really?
It does all sorts of crazy stuff. Like, yeah, here's some marabou right here. Like this stuff here, this marabou is just so light and fluffy. But when it goes down, it gets real skinny in the water and it flutters. I mean, it's crazy how that stuff operates. And everything's different. I mean, you can do as many things on different as you want to.
Yeah.
And but yeah, I'm probably finna get into making bass baits a little bit more than I do my crappie jigs, because I'm pretty much over crappie fishing for the year.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's that time of year for me. But like, I make my own bass jigs and stuff like that. So
I like that.
I got a spinnerbait mold and a buzzbait mold, and I've got a few soft plastic molds and stuff like that. And I'm actually looking into getting some more. So that'll be the next thing that I do.
Everybody's doing soft plastics now.
Yeah. So, I mean, I like pouring my own stuff. So
Yeah.
that seems to be the way I'm going to go more than just soft plastics.
Right. Well, it's probably more meaningful whenever you catch something on the base that you made yourself.
Oh yeah, for sure, for
Yeah.
sure. I mean, like my crappie jigs, you can catch on them all day long. They're awesome, man. I mean, as far as they go, I poured all the heads and poured all the hooks. I mean, not the hooks, of course. I bought the hooks, but
Right.
I mean, other than buying the hooks, I put them all together myself, and
No, that's awesome.
They work really well. So, but it's about like the spinner baits and stuff like. I mean, like the jig here. I poured the head. I put the weed guard in. I put the skirt on. I did everything myself on it, and I don't have my spinnerbait box is actually out in the truck, so I don't have any of the spinnerbaits that I've put together, but they're out there. I've got a few spinnerbaits, and I've made some chatterbaits, and I've done all sorts of kind of crazy crap. I mean, let's see here. Hold on just a second. Now, don't laugh at my paint job, but I actually made this big whopping jaw joker. I carved it out of wood and carved a hollow in it and added it, added in the little hooks and everything for the hooks. I tied my own little treble hook on it.
And hell, I mean, it really looks pretty good.
This one right here has actually got a rattle. I drilled into the belly of it and put a rattle into the bottom belly of it. So, I mean, this is huge, but
It hasn't
I've
caught
got
fish
a
though.
smaller one. So, but yeah, I've tried to make everything. Try to do it all.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I've got so much crap it ain't even funny. That actually needs to go into my box. I don't know why that's in there. Let's see here. Dobson. Okay. Yeah, I probably should have just went on and went to bed. So, I mean, do you got seats trying to give out on me? You got any questions about how the YouTube works and everything? I mean, not YouTube, StreamYard.
No, I mean, not really. I mean, other than like doing an intro, I mean, does it give you an option to do an intro before
I
your
mean, I know
video?
you can put a thumbnail on it, and you can preset like you could do a couple of days ahead of time before your stream. You could put a thumbnail on, and
Right.
now as far as adding the intro, I don't know about that. I'll have to ask somebody or two about that.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it's possible. There's got to be a way of doing it.
I mean, the intro thing is not like a deal breaker, but I was just like, what I was thinking was kind of like, it's like a countdown thing, like a 10, 9, 8, 7, so on
There's
thing.
got to be a way to do it. Let's see. I'm actually looking around right now. There's got to be a way of doing that.
Yeah, I'm sure there is.
Oh yeah. So let's see.
Is StreamYard what Sunfish used?
Yes. StreamYard actually. He's actually got the paid subscription to StreamYard, so he's doing the $20 a month or whatever, and he gets to stream however long he wants to. So,
Because I know he does the intro at the beginning of his.
okay, well, yeah. I mean, there's
Yeah,
a way
I
to do
know.
it. He'd be the person to ask about that, though.
Yeah. I just want like a countdown thing.
Yeah, because like I said, when it comes to me, I'm a complete idiot on this stuff. For sure.
Fuck, I am too.
But I mean, you're doing it on the same phone that I am as far as that goes, and yeah, I don't. It's easy as far as that goes, as far as doing the streams or whatever. Very easy.
Yeah.
But yeah, you'll have to go back and check out that last stream. I caught a 5 on it. I didn't catch but 4 bass on it, but I did catch a 5-pounder on topwater frog.
Heck yeah.
SFK hates StreamYards. I don't know who you're talking about, KC.
No, I think he's talking about Sunfish King.
Oh, well, he does. But I think it's more his service than anything. Now,
Yeah.
I will tell you this. I've done Streamlabs a few times. I hate Streamlabs. It sucks. It's terrible. That it constantly cuts out and you drop frames, and I mean it shows you though, like StreamYards doesn't show you what's going on or whatever. Streamlabs actually has like a frame per second, and then all that, and it's just constantly in and out, in and out.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't like StreamYards at all. It's easier to operate like, say, if you wanted to go from your front-facing camera to your back-facing camera, it's just a flip of the button, but no, it's aggravating big time. Yeah, Sunfish King, that makes sense. You got to excuse me, I've been drinking a little bit.
All understandable.
What's up, Alex? How's it going, brother? Whew. My goodness.
Well, that'll probably put you to sleep pretty quick here in a little bit.
Yeah, no doubt. Whiskey will do it for sure.
Yeah.
I'm finna do what you doing though. I got to have me one of those.
Yeah.
Yep, for sure.
What are you chewing? You chew Longhorn also?
No.
Oh, it looks like a Longhorn. Ah.
I've tried Longhorn. I can't do it, man.
Really?
I cannot do it. And I don't know why in the hell they put a trout. We don't even have trout down here. But that's what's on our can now. So.
Yeah. Let's see. I don't like the taste of grizzly though.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I started out dipping grizzly, and like wintergreen, I dipped wintergreen for a long time, and that stuff got to where it was burning my jaw up. So I went to straight. Well, straight's fine. I like the way straight tastes, but if I get a dip of straight on the boat, it's gonna be instant heartburn. I don't understand that, but it's instant heartburn.
Is it just where you're shaking?
I guess so. I've never understood that. I could literally put a dip of straight in when I'm on the boat, and it's just straight instant heartburn. And so I started that natural, and I've been dipping that natural probably 12 years. So I need to quit dipping is what I need to do, but
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
I quit for 10 months one time, and just one day, I quit cold turkey. Just I'm done. I want to quit, and I did. And my mother-in-law lives about 45 to 50 minutes away, and I was taking my kids down there to see them, and I was going down the road, and I was like, man, I want to dip so bad. It just those urges don't ever go away, and. I dropped them off with my mother-in-law. I was like, hell, I'm going to stop at the store. I'll get one dip and then I'll throw the can away. I tell you what, though, after 10 months, I was driving down the road with a dip. I had to pull over. I was so drunk after that dip. I had to pull over. I'm not shitting you. 10 minutes, I had to quit. I was like, nope, I got to pull over. Over. I mean, I can't even drive. I'm so damn drunk.
Well, shoot, we went out to Wyoming a few years back, and I put a chew of snuff in right as I was getting on the airplane.
Yeah.
And we went up, and everything like flattened out and got up there. Man, I got so sick. I guess being that high with a chew snuff in,
Yeah.
man, I got sick as a dog.
So, I don't know. I need to show Chris that. Hell, I send him one. I don't even care. So, they just started doing this. See, I mean, that's our normal can or whatever. You know, that's the normal can
Right.
Grizzly. And this is the new updated version. They put a trout on there for some reason. Like I said, we don't even have trout down here. So, I don't even understand why they do that. Yeah. Well, I tell you what, y'all tell them to send them regular cans back down here. I just assume have them. And tell them to put a cheaper price tag on it. What's up, Chris? How's it going, brother?
Oh,
Whew, man. Hey, I got the link in there in case anybody else wants to hop in there. Just hit me up on the chat before you do, because I won't ever see it. 26 minutes here. But yeah, like I said, I fished that tournament last night, and that was freaking miserable. We fished from, which, like I said, I got there at 10. I fished from 10 to 1:30 without having a bite, period. Finally caught my first fish at 1:30.
yeah.
And, yeah, I'm doing good, dude. At 1:30, I was like, finally, they're starting to bite. Well, at 4:15, I put the fifth fish in the boat. I'm telling you, it sucked. Of course, the fifth fish I caught was a 3.5 pounder, and the fourth fish was about a 3.5 pounder. So
That was a solid fish, though.
good, but I was catching them on spinnerbait, and about that right there, you know, you're talking about grubs. They were talking about grubs in your channel. I use a grub on every one of my nighttime spinnerbaits. So.
See, I never could get into the nighttime bass fishing.
Really? See,
Yeah.
I'm a much better nighttime bass fisherman than I am a daytime.
Really? Huh.
What giveaway did you win? Outdoor Life? Yeah. See, I don't know why that is either. I grew up fishing both daytime and nighttime, and it just seems like that I gravitated more to understanding nighttime fishing better than I did daytime fishing. Like I said, I'm no slouch when it comes to daytime fishing. Don't get me wrong. But it just seems like I understand what the fish are doing more at night than I do during the day. And I can, like, say if something changes, I can adapt better to catching them better at night. And I ain't even got no buzz baits or nothing like that right here.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't even know where to begin at nighttime.
Oh, well, I mean, it's easy down here. You're either fishing dark banks or you're fishing lighted docks, one of the two. So, and it's pretty much just a matter of, like, see, I've got really good teachers too when it comes to night fishing. The people I actually fish with have taught me throughout the years, and I got lucky. I really did. And I got in with a good group of fellas that helped me out. Like my fishing partner, I think he's 60. So he's been fishing that lake forever.
Yeah.
And he knows all about it. And but I will, you know, I taught myself a lot of that stuff before I ever started fishing with them. And so I'm not, like I said, I'm not giving them full credit because I learned a lot of it before I ever started fishing with them.
So what do you do at night? Throw real bright colors on like darker areas?
You see that right there?
Yeah.
That's probably the brightest color bait I will throw. I mean, black as it can be. Blacker the better.
So what do they do? Just chase the vibration and sound?
They can actually see dark colors a lot better. Maybe it's just the whiskey. It could be, KC. It could be. I'm not gonna lie, but no. I guess black is one of those things that in their eyes there's more visible at night. So, like I don't know, all my bass fishing tackles in the truck. No, I did. I did. Well, I did throw a frog for a little bit. They wasn't having it. See, our temperatures fell out last night, Chris, and it got down to 55 here last night. And the wind was blowing like crazy. It was miserable. But where was I at? Oh yeah, like that nighttime spinnerbait. I'll throw it on dark banks, and then they used to bite a buzz bait really, really good. And the ribbit frog I was talking about, I mean, I don't know if you are familiar with Stanley ribbits or not. Rage makes a topwater frog. There's a bunch of them. But those work really well at night. And, of course, an old school jitterbug.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it was terrible conditions, Chris. I appreciate that, Alex, but you ain't got to, man. Now, as far as like when you pull up to a lighted dock or something like that, Zoom Mag 2 worms really good, and Old Monster's really good. June bug, candy bug, red bug. There's a bunch of different colors. Anything real dark, like I've got a solid black worm that I like to fish. It's super good. Now, there is some banks that are better. Like you can go down that bank and it'll be a pitch black dark bank and throw that worm up there and fish it back and catch fish like that. And it's all about knowing your lake that you're fishing. I mean, you've got to know your lake and you've got to know your spots. Black tadpoles. Chris, I don't guess so. Who makes them? So I fished Tommy Biffle's got a bait out, and I don't remember who produces it, but it's called the Biffalo, and it's like a tadpole. I got some ways to catch. I mean, I catch them on crankbaits at night, and chatterbait's pretty good at night. Chatterbait will actually get your arm ripped off. And when they're biting it good, they will. That spinnerbait there, that son gun will come up there and bite it and bite in there and take a rod out of your hands. I mean, night fishing is where it's at. So I've had some really good. Now, like last night, I was sitting there throwing that spinnerbait up there. Okay, that'll work, Chris. I was taking that spinnerbait up there, and like when I'm going down a dark stretch of bank, I'm not but like flicking distance. I'm not very far off the bank at all. Those fish pull up real shallow when it's dark like that. They get real close, real tight to cover. And so you're not really casting at the bank. You're more or less flicking at the bank.
Right.
And I was going down through there last night, and I flicked the spinnerbait up there around the dock. I'm sitting there easing it back, and you fish it pretty slow. This right here has actually got a number 5 blade on it. I typically fish a number 6 blade because I can feel it a little bit better. Right. But I ain't even got none of them right here. And but yeah, I'll fish a number 6 blade. And I like just for it to sit there, thump, 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 coming back to the boat. But you'll throw it up there and you'll be easing it back. And like I said, most of the time it'll just be a big time jerk on it. Last night, I was sitting there reeling it, just doom, 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 and then you just quit feeling that thump. And you're sitting there reeling. Well, all of a sudden it kind of gets weightless. That bass has got that thing in his mouth and it's coming towards you, and you got to catch up to it. It's weird. It is a weird bite. When they're biting it good, there's no doubt you've got a bite. I mean, it's like you stuck it into a brick wall, and then all of a sudden you start feeling the head shake, you know. But when it's like it was last night, you really got to be paying attention. Because they'll strip your rod out doing that too. They'll take that spinnerbait, come running at you, and you'll be sitting there reeling up slack line, not even paying attention. You know, you'll think, well, I got grass on my blade or something like that, and I just
Right.
can't feel it thumping. And that sun gonna be behind the boat on you if you ain't careful. So I mean, there's a ton of different ways of doing it. Like I said, what's up, Fierce? How's it going, brother? I ain't seen you in forever, man. But yeah, nighttime fishing's a complete different ball game when it comes to it. I mean,
Sounds like it.
It is. It is. It's a lot of fun, but it's a complete different ball game than daytime fishing. Like I said, I'm no slouch to daytime fishing, but I'm not near as good at daytime as I am at night. So, plus you catch a lot better fish at night.
Oh.
Man, I've been doing good, Fierce. How you been, brother? So the best sack of fish I've ever caught was at night, and I actually caught it on a buzz bait. It was a black and blue buzz bait with a blue blade, and every single bank we hit that night had a 4 and a 5 pounder on it. It was unreal. We started that night fishing schooling fish right before dark. Well, we didn't catch nothing. So the first light we hit, we stopped it off at the light, went over and fished it. Me and my partner don't typically fish lights, but you know we will a little bit. And just chilling. I hear you, dude. But yeah, but the few lights we do hit, we know them real well. So like we know where the structure is at, where the structure is located at on them, and it's a lot easier if you know your lights. It's a lot easier to fish them instead of fishing the whole span of light. Anyways, we pulled up to that light and we fished it for about 10, 15 minutes. Like, all right, well, we're ready to go hit our dark bank. We're done with this. And I told my partner then, I was like, I'm going to fish this treetop one more time before we go. We're steadily easing off away from it. I flicked that worm up there and it went down. And of course, I stuck the hook right in the end of that treetop. Just hung up. Man, I went shaking it, trying to get it loose. As soon as it come loose, I felt, doop. Like, well, hell, that's a bite right there. I reeled down, and I popped the hook in. It started coming to the boat, just reeling it. I mean, he's like, "You got one?" I was like, "Yeah." Is it a good one? I said, "No, this thing's a little bitty. It ain't nothing to this. I mean, I can't even feel it on. I mean, I feel weight on there, but I don't. It's not head shaking. It's not doing nothing." I brought it up to the side of the boat and I went to flip it. As soon as I picked up, my rod just doubled over. You hit the side of the boat and flopped in. I said, "Good God." It was a 7.5. I boat flipped a 7.5 pounder on a worm hook. I said, "Oh my God." He said, "Boy, what are you doing?" Like I said, he's a lot older than me, but what are you doing? I said, "Man, I didn't know that fish was that big." And it actually bent the hook out when I flipped him over in the boat. And that's the biggest one I've ever caught. And well, like I said, after that we started hitting dark banks, and every single bank we hit had a 4 and a 5 pounder on it. It was unreal.
Damn.
And I mean, we caught well over a 25 pound, 25 pound plus sack.
Yeah.
And I think we caught 23 bass that night, and the smallest one was 2.5 pounds. It was unfreaking believable.
That's a good night.
Heck yeah, it was. But you don't get that often. I mean, that was just one of them exceptions. Now, as far as me and him goes, we'll fish. Okay, we'll fish, and we'll generally, time or two a year, we're going to hit a 16 to 18 pound sack every year. We typically do. And it's knowing the lake. That's all I can say as far as that goes. And, but if you're not into nighttime fishing, you need to try it out. It's fun.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to try it.
Yep. So, I mean, nighttime fishing can be crazy. Fierce, you still working off, man? I ain't seen him in probably a year. Oh, but yeah, like I said, that stream I did the other day, I fished for 2 hours, 2.5 hours, something like that. I think I ended up catching 4 and had one come off right at the boat. So
Yeah.
one of them was a 5-pounder. I just got lucky, you know. The rest of them were pretty small. But I was catching them all on topwater frogs. So, see, last weekend, me and my partner, we fished a Saturday night tournament. It goes from 6 to 12:30, and we weighed in 1180 on it. I think we caught 11 bass that night, and I mean we had a good time. We actually had 5 before dark, and then we culled everything we had after dark. But I don't know. We could have done a lot better in it. So it's
I
still
might
early though. I
I
mean,
might I might try not fishing my little pond I got.
what's that?
I might try not fishing that pond that I got.
Yeah.
I've been catching a lot of big ones during the day, so
You
I,
know,
I
ponds are different. For some
really
reason, the fish don't like to bite during the night at ponds. Now, if it's a bigger pond, yeah, I'm sure you can catch them pretty good. But smaller ponds, yeah, they don't seem to bite at night like they. And that may just be around here. I don't know.
well this is like it's it's considered a lake is what they call it, but I think it's just a big pond. But
Yeah,
it's 77 acres.
yeah. Well, see, that's a pretty good sized pond.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the lake I normally fish, the lake I grew up on, is 15,000 acres. So, yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good sized lake.
Yeah.
And it's one of the biggest down here in North Louisiana, but I don't know. It's it's a pretty good beast, and like I said, I was gonna go crappie fishing tonight, but that wind's blowing pretty good. I know how it can be out there.
Yeah.
See, they saying anywhere from 8 to 12 miles an hour wind tonight. Last night, I think it was 3 to 4, and it about beat us to death. So, I think I'm gonna be all right with going out there tonight.
Yeah.
But let's see, man, I done got down to 2 viewers. I'm not doing good tonight. Not doing good. People don't want to see me sitting here talking. They want to see me fishing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I think I'm gonna hop off too. I gotta get to bed.
yeah, I probably ain't gonna be on much longer. I'm starting to fade pretty quick.
Yeah,
I done got
that's
tired.
me. I'm going downhill right now.
Yeah, yeah. I thought I was more awake than this. Like I said, I come home and I took about an hour nap, and I'm starting to get pretty dang sleepy. So,
Yeah. Oh man, I'm gonna hop off.
all right, brother. Well, be good, man.
Oh man, I'll see you.
Yep. Y'all have a good one. So, who's left in here? Who we got? Who's not talking? Tie this one up right quick. Who's left up in the chat? One more on that. Let's just do a black and chartreuse on that one for the time being. Get off me. A fly tower. What's up, Janine? How are you? Yep, you found me. Here I am. Now what you gonna do? What's up, straight to the point? How's it going, man? I do all right. How about you? Make a salmon egg? I don't know nothing about no salmon eggs. I don't know nothing about no salmon eggs. We don't have those critters down here. Straight to the point, I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing all right. Everything is great. We got gators and snakes. Yeah, I'm doing a couple crappie jigs. Oh, that's typically what I've been doing here lately. I do a lot of crappie jigs. Like that one's hard to see, but I do them. And where the heck is? Check that one out, Casey. Did that. Got a little twist in it. It's pretty nice. Tie up a chicken. I got chickens. Or I can have chickens anyways. Put it that way. That's some feathers. Yeah, that'll catch right there. That's for sure. It'll catch. But yeah, Casey, that's typically when I'm tying, crappie jigs for the most part. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I do my own bass jigs too. And then I do spinner baits and I do buzz baits. And I'll tie bucktail jigs. And I've even got some soft plastic molds and stuff like that. So I mean, Janine, I guess I could just take cut the hooks out of these lead heads and have kind of salmon eggs, I guess. Like I can just cut the head off of that and right there and have a salmon egg. No, I don't have any chickens. I'd like to have some chickens. I thought about getting chickens one time. I probably should get some chickens. Yeah, I thought about getting some. KC, man, I don't even sell my stuff. You know, I just piddle around with it. You can find it right here on YouTube. That's all I'm doing is piddling around. Damn tired of chicken. Hey, rooster feathers could definitely make a good crappie jig. I mean, it's about like this hackle right here. It's neck hackle, and I mean, you got it. You can make it. So like I have some purple hackle. Got some chartreuse over here somewhere. I've even got some pink. Got a lot of pink. I don't use pink that much. All right, give me just a second. I'll be right back. All right, let's see. Your device keeps foreclosing. Well, that's terrible. What's up, Chris? How's it going, brother? Yeah, Chris, we had a pretty rough night of fishing last night. It wasn't. I mean, we actually weighed in 12:48, but it was a pretty rough night of fishing. So, like I said, we fished from 9 to 5, and we didn't catch our first keeper until 1:30 last night, and I caught our fifth fish at 4:15. Pretty rough night of fishing. I appreciate that. Straight to the point. We'll see you later, dude. I'm not going to be live but just a minute more. I'm pretty wore out. A lot tireder than I thought I was. A lot more tired. Yeah, quail feathers they make really good jigs also. Yeah, bucktail makes real good jigs. I've got some marabou feathers that make real good jigs. I've heard peacock feather makes real good jigs. I need to find me somebody that's got a peacock so I can get a few of those. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to try to make it to that hour mark. Might as well, but like I said, I'm fading pretty quick. I thought I'd be good to go for a little bit, but yeah, ain't quite there. I don't think I got it in me tonight. If I was fishing, I could probably do it. Pheasants, yeah, pheasant probably makes some real good feathers and whatnot. I think most of these feathers that I have are going to be, I don't know what those are, to be honest. They're probably rooster feathers that are dyed. If I had to guess. I don't know. It's weird. Like you can see it on these. Like you can see this strong neck hackle, and See if I can pull one of these feathers out. I don't know if that's a rooster feather or not. So, yeah, craft stores do. I know we have a Hobby Lobby down the road that you can get pheasants and or quail and peacock feathers and stuff like that from. But I don't know. Generally, they ask a pretty good penny for them. For what they are, anyways. Yeah, whiskey's working on me too. It's working on me pretty good. Yeah, duck feathers probably. Yeah. Yeah, but whiskey's definitely working on me too. I bought me a half-gallon and decided to have me a sip or two tonight, and I'm pretty tired from it. I didn't have too much of it, but it's working on me pretty good. So, but like I said, I'm going to try to make it to that hour point and probably end this one here in just a minute. Whew. So, Chris, y'all go fishing today, dude? Oh, the duck feathers? Yeah. Do you tie, Janine? Let's see. Jack Daniels kicked your butt. Oh, I was just wondering if you got out and go fishing today. Or are you just using for other stuff, Janine? Yeah, any kind of feathers, really. Just learning? Yeah. Yep. It's a fun hobby, though, for sure. Definitely a fun hobby. Yeah. Oh, man, that sucks. Well, I hope you get to get out in the morning, man. Probably a stomach bug or something that's going around, huh? Oh, cool. Yeah, it's definitely fun. Like I said, I pour my own jig heads and mount. I paint jig heads and all that too. So I do all kinds of stuff. But yeah, it's definitely a lot of fun. It's very interesting too. Extremely sore throat. Dang, that ain't no good at all. But yeah, Janine, you can get these bucktails and stuff like that too, and tie plenty of good jigs with those. Bucktail makes a really nice jig. They make real good jigs. You can do a lot of stuff with bucktail. I even made some out of my old beard. I had my long beard and whatnot. I cut it off. Everybody told me, yeah, it's addicting. It really is, isn't it? I've been tying for about a year now. Now I've been making baits for a while, but I've been tying crappie jigs for about a year, and yeah, it's addicting. But yeah, I have my long beard and whatever, and I went ahead and I chopped it off, and I made me a jig or two out of it. So everybody on here was telling me I had to make some jigs out of it. I made one anyways. Yeah, beard hair is not the best thing in the world to make jigs out of. It's way too curly. Doesn't work real well. I haven't tried it in the water, but it's not the best thing in the world. But come next hunting season, I'm gonna get me a few squirrel tails and probably a couple of coon tails to tie with also. And what I need to do is go get me a skunk butt. That's what I was just going to say. I was actually thinking about going and trying to find me a skunk tail and doing a fly tying or a jig tying or whatever out of a skunk tail and see what it's like. But like it, I mean, you get to tying. I mean, you could tie all sorts of stuff. Like I've tied some of these right here for a fella up in Canada. I've got to send them to him. And then I've tied some like this right here with a chenille body and a long tail. I mean, he's wanting these to fish for pike with. And I've actually tied some flies on a regular hook, and I think I've sent all of them out. But I've tied a few flies for a guy up in Wisconsin. KC, are you on Facebook, man? I mean, the smallest jig head I got, let's see. I've got these right here, which are 1/32 heads. They're pretty small. And I can actually make these a little bit smaller. I think these are a number 4 hook. Let's see. No, they're a number 6 hook. And I could actually make those pretty small. And yeah, they'd work really, really good for bluegill. But yeah, if you're on Facebook, hit me up on Facebook. And but yeah, I mean, you get to tying jigs. Like I said, you can do all sorts of crazy stuff with them. Like I showed you the one that I twisted the chenille with, and then I've got like this purple one right here. I did a purple body, but then I put a chartreuse line in the back of it with the chenille. There, I mean, here, let me pull this one out here. Let me pull this one out of here. This one turned out pretty cool. I like this one. And I don't typically paint my jig heads. I will a little bit. But, I mean, and painting the jig heads actually looks pretty good, but I've never seen any benefits from it. But like this one right here, I put pink and silver chenille in the body of this wheel, and then I throwed it on the floor. But this one turned out extremely well. I've got chartreuse, and then I've got a black tail feather in there. And see, we've got big crappie and big bluegill. And here's one. We got big crappie and bluegill. The lake I live on is actually number 3 in the nation for crappie. So, like this one right here. This one turned out really good. This one right here would be a good bluegill jig. I could take and shorten that tail up just a little bit, and that'd be a really good bluegill jig. Boom, bug. Yeah. I mean, you get to tie, and there's so many color combinations and stuff like that. It ain't even funny what you can do. And I mean, I've got a teetotal disaster up here, but I've got all sorts of stuff to tie with. Like I need to get these shipped out. Yeah, that one's pretty sweet. I need to get these shipped out to that guy up in Canada because, like, that one right there, I think is going to be really good for pike or whatever he wants to catch on them. Well, see, there you go, though. I mean, how big of pancakes are you pouring? Because I pour some pretty big pancakes when I'm pouring them. But no, like I've got a lake here you can catch pound and a half bluegill on. And yeah, rabbit fur is good. Rabbit fur is really good. And like I said, squirrel tail's really good. And it man, there's so much different material you can tie with. It's not even funny. Fox makes some really good tails you can tie with. Fox is some really good material to tie with. All right. I hate to run off on y'all, but I'm finna go east towards the bed. But I appreciate y'all hanging out and everything, and we will see y'all on the next one. Yeah, see that's a good size. What's the biggest? Chris, hold on just a second. Let's see. I mean, let me get right here where I can change the camera. Let's see. Settings, camera. That's probably the biggest that I've made, Chris, and that one's probably close to 4 inches long. It's got a quarter ounce head on it, and so yeah, that's probably the biggest that I've tied. I could probably actually tie a little bit longer, but it won't be with hair. It'll have to be with feathers because I won't hair. You're limited to how long the hair actually is. So, no, you're good, Chris. Yeah, it's a pretty good sized jig. Yeah, man, I'll definitely do it. I'll definitely do it. I'll definitely tie you up some. That ain't no problem at all. But yeah, like I said, hair's almost limited on how long it can be. So feathers you can get a lot longer, but feathers a different type of material you're having to tie with. So, but anyways, I'm finna hit the bed. Y'all have a good night. See y'all on the next one.